kindergarten friends. I hope everybody is healthy and happy and staying busy. We are together today to do some more writing, and I am so very excited. If you have already seen Miss Bauer's reading lesson, which I hope you watched, you will know that her focus this week was to compare characters. So again, whatever we do in reading, we like to do in writing. So today we are going to be comparing characters in our writing. So I want to share my screen with you to show you something that I hope is familiar. This is from my classroom, and this is a little anchor chart that might help us understand what we do when we compare characters. So you can see that on this side, you'll see this is the outside part of this guy. The physical traits, what we can see from the outside, is called physical traits. So you can see that he has brown hair, he has on an orange shirt, he has on blue shorts. So those are all called physical traits because we can see that with our eyes on the outside of him. But if you go to the other side, the inside part where you cannot see inside of your friends, the inside part we call personality traits. So that means that you're going to think of words that describe somebody. So you might think, oh, well, this person is really kind. This person is really thoughtful and generous. You cannot see that from the outside of him. But if you know somebody or if you read about a character, you can come up with words to describe him or whatever character it is. So keeping that in mind, the physical traits, the personality traits, we are going to describe somebody in your family. You are going to compare yourself to somebody in your family. It could be anybody that you choose. It could even be your friend. So again, I'm going to share my screen so you can see my paper. And this is what I want you to do. You are going to need a piece of paper, and you are going to need 2 different colored markers as well as a pencil. So if you would like to pause this video now to go gather your materials, that would be a great idea. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to start. And what I'm going to do with my blank piece of paper, I am going to draw a line straight down the middle of my paper. It's not perfect, but it's okay, it'll do. Then on the top, I'm going to write me, because that's one person I'm going to be describing. And then I'm also going to describe Taylor, because you may have seen her in the last writing video that I did. So you were able to see what she looked like. So I am going to write her name at the top. So we have 2 people that we are describing, and we're going to compare them. So I have 2 different colored markers. I'm going to use the red for the physical traits, what you can see on the outside, and the purple for the personality traits, words that might describe my personality and Taylor's personality. So with my red, I'm going to start with me, that I have, you can see with my eyes, I have dark hair. So I'm going to write that, dark, R-A-R, dark hair. And I'm going to move over to Taylor's side. Taylor also, she has dark hair too. So we're going to write the same thing, dark hair. Okay. I'm also going to write, and most of you who know me, you know that I am short. That's just how I am. So I'm going to write short. And if you've ever seen Taylor around campus, she's also short. She's petite, like me. So we're going to write the same thing. Short. I have brown eyes, so I will write that. We're just kind of making a list. Brown eyes. And guess what? Taylor also has brown eyes. What else? I would say that's good for character traits. These are things that you can see just by looking at us. So I'm going to put my red marker away and I'm going to get my other color. And now with my other color, we're going to make a list of personality traits. So I am going to start with Taylor. Taylor, and if you don't know her, that's okay. I'm going to describe her to you. She's kind of spunky. She is silly. She is just spunky is a good word to describe her. So I'm going to write that word. She is spunky. She likes to be different. She likes bright colors, wild colors. And me, I am going to write, I am just more plain. I don't like bright, wild colors. I am going to write, I am more plain. Then we'll go back to Taylor. She is definitely silly. She likes to be goofy. So we're going to write silly is a good word to describe her personality. You can't see that from the outside of her, but that's a good word to describe her inside traits. And I'm not as silly as Taylor. I am more calm. Calm is a much better word. But Taylor is also very thoughtful. She always is willing to help. She's a kind heart. So I'm going to write that she is very thoughtful. And I would say that that could go for the same for me. I would hope people think that I am very thoughtful. I always try to help others. Thoughtful. So we have a good list going to describe me and to describe Taylor. And we have the red are the physical traits, what you can see on the outside of us with your own eyes. The purple are the personality traits, the inside, what you cannot see. So we have a good list going. Some things are the same, some things are different. So now we can look and we can compare. We can look and say, well, wait, we both have dark hair, but Taylor is more silly while I am more calm. We have a difference. So now you can stop here if you would like, but if you're up for a challenge, don't stop yet. Now you're going to take your kindergarten writing paper I have right here, and now you can turn these lists into a sentence. I could say, I know I'm comparing Taylor and myself, so I'm going to start it off as Taylor and I, and whoever you're comparing, that name will be different, both, I have to go back to the left, have, let's see, what do we both have? Let's refer back to our list. We don't have many differences. We don't really have any differences in our physical traits, because if you look at us, we look very similar. A lot of people will look at both of us and say, oh my goodness, you two look so much alike. So we don't really have many differences. So I'm going to say we both have dark hair. Taylor and I both have dark hair. Period. That's one sentence to compare how we look. But now I'm going to say Taylor is silly. And I can look back at my list. Taylor is silly, but I am more calm. But I am calm. So now you took your list that you generated and you created two sentences, one to tell how we were similar and one to tell how we were different. You just compared two people. So we did this in our writing, and whenever you read, that's something that good readers do. They can compare two characters that are in a book and find things that are the same, find things that are different by comparing their physical traits, their outside traits, what you see with your eyes, and their personality traits, what's happening on the inside of them that you cannot see with your eyes. So congratulations, you just compared two people, and next time you read, challenge yourself and compare the characters in your book. So way to go, my friends. I'm so proud. And again, remember, share your work with your teacher. They would love to see your work. You can share your writing as well as your list that you made. So have fun writing, and I will see you next time, friends. Thank you.